Yo, man. Yo, man. What's good with y'all? Boys. Yeah. It's your boy forever, the Fetty Fitness. Back at it again. Yeah, man. Day 348. Day 348. About to hit day 350. So we got 17 days left, man. What y'all gonna do for the rest of this year? How y'all gonna finish off strong? If y'all ain't been hitting these 100 push-ups, man, this is your time to do it. Let's end 2023 off with a bang. Let's go into 2024 with momentum. Share with a friend, we growing every day.
Some people got it drugs or attention or whatever it may be, right? Power is a similar way as well. You know, years ago, Phil Donahue was interviewing Milton Friedman. We're talking 50 years ago. This is in the 70s, 74, 78. He's wearing yellow. He put it, I think it's like 43 minutes. And Phil Donahue, who at the time was a socialist, he kind of came from that side. He said, so why do you think, what do you think is the problem with all these greedy people in America? And Milton Friedman smiles. And he says, it's always the other fellow that's greedy, right? You're not greedy at all, he's saying to him. He said, oh, we're definitely not greedy here. It's always the other person, right? Everybody's greedy. Everybody's selfish. Everybody wants power. Everybody, wants to get a certain level of attention. Everybody wants affirmation to be affirmed and say, you know what? You're a leader. You're a CEO. You're a rock star. You're this. We want that. That is a form of us being almost proud of ourselves that our existence was worth it. Everyone's going through this journey. How you go about it is trying to question everything. I remember this whole concept of selfish. That guy's selfish. That guy's selfish. And you'd say, I'm not selfish. And you would fight it. You know what? You got lucky. I didn't get lucky. You don't know how hard I worked to be this. And then eventually I'm like, I'll dance with you. You got lucky. I agree. You're selfish. Yeah. You don't have anything to say. Because everybody is selfish. Everybody wants to be lucky. I don't mind being lucky, but here's what happened. In the book, there's a section where we talk about the selfish, selfless score, right? What percentage of you is selfish and what percentage of you is selfless. So we had a focus group that we did, and we're asking a group. We said, what is a person who's 100% selfless, 0% selfish look like? And what is a person who is 100% selfish, 0% look like? Then, who is actually more of a net positive to society? You know what conclusion we came with? The person that's selfless probably smells, doesn't take care of themselves, they don't care about themselves, they don't wear nice clothes, they don't eat good food, they don't take care of themselves, everything's about other people, it's in a state of conformity, and the other person that's selfish, 100%, probably doesn't make a good friend, probably doesn't make a good spouse, but they probably look good, they probably smell good, they probably make good money, they probably eat good food, they probably find a way to win. Do you want that person as your CEO? No. Do you want that person as your husband or your wife? No. Do you want that person as your president? Absolutely no. But guess what? Individually, just for the sake of selfishly not embarrassing themselves, they're going to do things because it's all about them. So then we broke it down and we said, what level of calibration is good to be a CEO of a company?
52.
You need a 30-70, 30% selfish, 70% selfless? Well, no, that's bad. Why? Because we need you to have big dreams. We need you to be pursuing something. We need you to be after something. If you're not pursuing something, why are you coming to work early? Why are you spending the weekend thinking about ideas? You're not going to be thinking about that. Somebody's driving by the freeway. The average person's like, oh, nice thing right there. You're going to be like, babe, can you pull over? Let me go in there. Oh, I just got an idea. Think about it. Look at it from this angle. What if we did this to the company? And what if we brought this product? Let's walk inside and see what this building looks like. Because you're constantly thinking about getting closer to the vision that you have. So we learned the profile of somebody that is at the right score to be a leader is 70%. 70% selfish desires you're going after. Vision, who you want to be, the life you want to build. Then 30% is selfless. That person makes for a good father. That person makes for a good husband. That person makes for a good leader. That person inspires others to go. That person challenges others. That person's not going to get too content, too comfortable. So as we're talking about aggression or power or any of that stuff, somebody may be listening to this and they're going to say, man, you are not my cup of tea. Totally get it. I'm not for everybody. But the right person watching this, they're going to be like, that makes a lot of sense. I've never seen selfishness explained that way before. That makes a lot of sense. I've never heard Milton Friedman explain greed that way before. That makes a lot of sense about power. Okay, let me find a way for me to become a net positive to society. And then you kind of go through that process. But we got a lot of words that we have a hard time with because somebody told us it's a bad word. Be powerful, have power, be selfish, greed. No. I don't ever want to have any of those. And when you break it down and you actually look at it, people who ended up winning at the highest level, they got lucky. They seek power. They had selfish desires. They were greedy. Ended up having the life that they had. And they were more of a positive to society than people who didn't have those four things.
They also inspire people. To me, I think what all this ultimately boils down to is nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to feel out of control. And once you understand that to gain control of your life, you must have at least power by my definition. So my quick way of defining power is close your eyes, imagine a world better than this one, open your eyes, and go gain the skill set necessary to actually make that world come true. And so it's really a battle to get better at something that matters to you and serves yourself for sure, but also other people. And if you live in that pursuit, you will very quickly realize that you are up against the world's tendency to move towards chaos. Now, people hate it when I frame it in that this is just the second law of thermodynamics. The world moves towards chaos. That just is true. It's entropy. But I guess because it has a weird word attached to it, people don't really stop to think about it. But if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, I will tell you there are two enemies that you're going to face. Your own mind and entropy. And entropy as represented by your wife falls ill at the worst possible time when you have a major presentation. You have a competitor that's trying to take you out. You get sued by somebody in a moment of fragility, whatever. Like, there is going to be a litany of problems. Every day is like getting kicked in the face. And in those moments, the only way to persevere is with a level of ferocity. Like, you have to be able to push through those storms, to inject enough energy into the system